Yes, there's more. Hardly seems possible, but there is more bad news for the problem-plagued healthcare website. Today, the Obama administration's website advisor is saying the site is improving, but higher volumes of visitors are exposing new capacity and software issues. Andy Firoved is the CEO of HOTB Software. He joins us. Good evening, Andy.
Good evening.
Okay, so tell me, what does it mean higher volumes of visitors are exposing new capacity and software issues? That doesn't sound particularly good, but what does that really mean?
Basically what it means is that they're having bandwidth issues based on the sheer number of people visiting the website, which is really a big surprise to me.
Why is that a surprise? I mean, of course, the government predicted that there are going to be, millions, everyone's going to go flocking to this website. I mean, they expected actually, I think more than we're getting, so you would have thought that the bandwidth would, that's the one thing they would have been ready for.
That is correct. In every scenario that we've dealt with the government in launching public-facing websites, historically we do something called load testing, where we create a mock environment or a staging environment where we can test exactly how many millions of people we can support before essentially breaking the website. The fact that that hasn't been taken into consideration is just unfathomable for our organization.
So any chance in your mind, I realize that you're not writing the code or doing the fix and everything, but any thought that they're going to meet their self-imposed November 30th deadline?
My concern is typically when there is a bandwidth issue, these problems can be solved with either actual hardware or virtual hardware to support large volume. Because this problem hasn't been solved yet, it leads me to believe that this is deeper into the code. That being the case, I can't even imagine how any release could go without even a minimum of 45 days testing. I mean, at a minimum. And so the November 30th deadline, I'm a little concerned with just for that sheer simple fact.
Well, it's sort of interesting that they came out and told us today. I mean, it sounds like they're trying to sort of soften the blow a little bit.
It does seem like that. Without a doubt, they're talking about ongoing complications, again, having to deal with bandwidth, and then now kind of lightly touching on that there's code issues. Clearly, there's bandwidth issues and there's code issues. Again, we still can't fathom how it got this far without everyone having a firm understanding of what the repercussions could possibly be.
Am I right to think that that code is sort of a complicated issue, but bandwidth, being ready for the bandwidth is sort of a no-brainer, and they should have, even someone who isn't a computer whiz should have figured that one out in advance?
Well, we've been in situations in the past where if we felt there was an issue, at the very, very least, with bandwidth, you could support a simple application or simple information. The fact that, they couldn't support 20 million people or however many million people coming to the website, that is a concern that it wasn't addressed to at least mitigate or prevent headline risk for the government by handling the public-facing portal side.
Andy, thank you.
Thank you.